Folks, that's part of our plan around an opportunity economy. It is not a concept. It is a damn plan that works. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of that plan. You know something, we get asked too, because Donald Trump, his plan, adding tariffs, tax cut for billionaires, the economists all said that will add $8 trillion to the deficit. He is already the king of debt. He called himself that. He ran up more debt, and it took the national debt higher than any other president before him. So we got asked, how are you going to pay for these programs? I said, well, for starters, Donald can pay his damn taxes to the federal government, which he hasn't done. Because these guys are trying to fundamentally rework this country, making it harder to form unions, pushing workers down, shifting wealth to the few billionaires at the top, while the rest of us get the scraps that are left. Now, it's not just a haphazard thing. They really do have a plan. It's called Project 2025. It's very clear. Some of you heard me say this. I know this about football. If you're going to make a playbook, you're going to run the plays. And this playbook is a damn nightmare for the middle class. First and foremost, I want this repealing all of the good things that we know could be done, but there's so much in here that goes beyond the economic shift of wealth to the top, tax cuts for the wealthiest, gutting Social Security, gutting Medicare, making it more difficult to form a union. There's also basic freedoms in here. Some of you are old enough, and there's some of you in here, I bet, that at one time were independents or Republicans, maybe John McCain's Republican Party or a Reagan Republican, maybe, some of those folks. That's different than these guys. When Donald Trump talks about freedom, that's the freedom to be in your exam room. That's the freedom to be in your bedroom. That's the freedom to tell you what books to read. That's the freedom to force their religious beliefs on you. Those are the things they're talking about. When Kamala talks about freedom, she means the people should be free to make those decisions, not politicians. Freedom means a lot of things. Freedom means freedom for our seniors to be able to have that dignified retirement by strengthening Social Security and Medicare, not cutting it. And to all of you in here, the freedom to dress your little ones up in their best clothes, send them to school in classrooms where teachers are paid a fair wage and the school is funded. And the freedom of those little ones to be children and not be shot dead in their classrooms. These guys don't get to frame this one. I know guns. I am a veteran. I'm a hunter. I'm a gun owner. Kamala is a gun owner. Kamala and I know we can uphold, as we have, the Second Amendment, while also upholding our first responsibility, protecting our children. Protecting our children. These are the freedoms we're talking about. I want to talk in this one. We got a great group in here, but I want to talk to the guys in the room for just a second. I want you in your mind right now, think of those women in your life who you love, whether it's moms, sisters, daughters, wives, aunts, friends. Literally, this election, their lives are at stake on how we vote. Quite literally. Donald Trump appointed those Supreme Court justices who, by the way, lied in their confirmation hearings and said that they would uphold Roe versus Wade. They didn't. They overturned it. And he brags about that. What he's bragging about is he's glad that your daughters, your wives, those women you love in your lives are now put more at risk and have fewer rights than their mothers and grandmothers. That's what he's bragging about. More than 20 states, including right here in Georgia, now have Trump abortion bans. Now, Donald Trump said you shouldn't worry about this. If you're a woman, he'll be your protector. Donald Trump will be your protector. He can't even open the door to a garbage truck, let alone. But you're right. Some of this would be fodder for a show that should be canceled, a two-bit comedy show or whatever. But this guy's asking to be back as President of the United States, and he's bringing a vengeance, and he's been very clear, talking about using the military against our own citizens, weaponizing the Department of Justice and doing that. So he's incredibly dangerous. Not only did he say he would be your protector, when he got a little blowback on that, he said, I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not. Look, Look, to be fair, that's how he's lived his life, and a jury of his peers agreed. You see what I did there? But look, here is really truly what we're seeing now, though. Women are being turned away from emergency rooms and miscarrying in parking lots, whether they like it or not. Survivors of rape and incest being forced to carry those pregnancies to term, whether they like it or not. Fertility clinics have turned couples away at the door, whether they like it or not. For so many of us in this room, all of us in here, it's personal. For Gwen and I, it was infertility issues. And because we had access to fertility treatments, we were able to have a family. And I'll be damned if anyone in this country should be denied the same things that we had. When we hold the Senate, when we take the House of Representatives and they pass a reproductive freedom bill, President Harris will sign it into law. There's a few simple things here. You mind your business, I'll mind mine. And Kamala and I trust women, and it starts from that. I also get a pretty good vibe out of this room that women across this country, every age, every background, every political party, are going to send a loud and clear message to Donald Trump on November 5th. Whether he likes it or not.